Don't set goals. Hey everybody, it's Joshua Hayward here, and you may be thinking, what is this guy talking about? Don't set goals? That goes against everything I've ever heard before. And typically it does. But goals are actually detrimental to your success. And I'll tell you why, and I'll explain in this video how to not set goals in order to get ahead and really accomplish results within your life. Because there's a big difference between having a goal to do something and actually doing it and getting the result. Now, first off, goals, in the word goal, there's actually doubt anchored into the word goal. So when you have a goal, let's say to make $100,000 this year, there is doubt anchored into that goal because of the use of the word goal. Also, whenever you set a goal and you write something down, let's say, again, for example, my goal is to make $100,000 this year, is that if you have any doubt of that being accomplished when you write down that goal, is that every time you read that goal, you think about that goal again, that doubt comes rushing back again. And when there is doubt ingrained in your subconscious mind of it being accomplished, the likelihood of it actually coming to pass is very much lower than if that doubt had not been there and you had framed it in a different way, which I'll share with you right now. Because this whole don't set goals, the real way to get results methodology is something that I share at our True Life Mastery 3-day intensive event where I work with people to get out of their own way and break through the blocks and the challenges and everything in here that's been holding them back so they can get clear on where they want to go, start taking massive action, and get huge results within their life. And so I'm going to explain it to you now in the same way that I would in front of a room of 500 to 1,000 people, where it's very interactive and I throw out a question and then other people just throw out answers and it's kind of like a discussion. So I encourage you to understand this at a deeper level and really ingrain this in your mind so you can take your results to the next level in 2013 to engage and look for the answers when I ask you a question. So to explain this properly and most effectively, first we'd like to ask you a question about goals. So what do all goals have in common? Now, people often reply and shout back from the audience like they're time-oriented, they're realistic, they're attainable, they're measurable, and get lots of answers, but really never the one that I'm looking for. So what do all goals have in common? Now, a great way to get to the root of that question is to ask yourself, when a goal is not a goal anymore, what has happened? So something happens that a goal all of a sudden isn't a goal anymore. So and people say they gave up on it, they decided not to do it, they accomplished it, and that's exactly it. When a goal is not a goal anymore, it has been accomplished. So it's been accomplished, so there, the goal's gone. Because it's been accomplished, it's been done. So if a goal is not a goal anymore, once it's been accomplished, then what must be true for a goal to be a goal? And in order for a goal to be a goal, it must not be accomplished yet. It's an idea. It's something that somebody wants. It's out here. Not really real. It's something, I want this. This is my goal. This is something that I want to achieve. So it's important to shift the framing from this is an idea and make it something that you are doing. Make it a fact. Because when you have the belief that it is actually going to happen, that's when it's going to happen. Rather than framing it as a goal where this could happen, it might not happen, it's something that I want, it's an idea, it's out here, framing it as this is what I'm doing. Because you talk to anybody that's super successful, take Paul Allen for example. You ask him what his goals are, he doesn't talk about his goals. He talks about what is he doing. Hey Paul, what are you doing this year? Oh, I'm playing in the World Series of Poker. He doesn't have a goal to play in the World Series of Poker. He's just playing in the World Series of Poker. And he owns it. He has the belief that it's going to happen and that framing around the goal. So this isn't so much me saying don't have dreams and aspirations and ideas and things you want and desires that you want to accomplish. It's all in the framing. Because you can frame it in your mind in a much more powerful way than framing it as a goal. For example, and I'd like you to do this with me. I'd like you to think of something right now that you are doing today. So something you're doing later today, I'm going to bed tonight, I'm going out with my wife for dinner, I'm taking my kids to school. What's something that you are doing today? And I'm going to take my example, I'm going to bed tonight. So that's what I'm going to use, and I'd like you to use something in this as well. And I'd like you to take that phrase, that thing that you're doing, and I'd like you to say it out loud 3 times. So, I'm going to bed tonight, I'm going to bed tonight, I'm going to bed tonight. And now I'd like you, 3 times out loud, to say what you're doing today. Great. Now I'd like you to make one small shift and distinction here. And now instead of saying what you're doing tonight, I want you to say your goal is to do that. So instead of I'm going to bed tonight, my goal is to go to bed tonight. And I'd like you to do that for yours. Your goal is to, notice the difference in here? As soon as you say that it is your goal to do something, rather than you're actually doing it, that doubt comes in and this little red flag like, oh my goodness, it might not happen. And there is doubt anchored into it actually being accomplished. So how can you use this to your benefit to make 2013 the best year of your life? Start talking about what you're doing rather than what your goal is. Because oftentimes some people hide behind their goals. Hey, Johnny, what are you doing this week? Oh, well, my goal is to do this. Whereas you ask them what they're doing, oh, I'm doing this. And there's so much more grounding and power and belief in saying something that you're doing. So instead of my goal is to make $100,000 this year, say I am making $100,000 this year. And state it as I am. What specifically are you doing? Focus on the actions and on the results. Because the quality of your life isn't determined by the goals that you set. It's determined by the commitments that you make and the actions that you take. So what actions are you going to take? What are you going to do this year that you are absolutely committed to? Because whatever you're committed to, and you're going to do whatever it takes to achieve, that is going to get achieved within your life. So switch the framing from having a goal to do something to actually doing it. Because when you're actually doing it, you own it and you will achieve it. So you can get more great videos. If you enjoyed this, please post a comment or a question below. I'll respond to you personally. If you're watching this on Facebook or on YouTube, go ahead and post a comment. If you haven't been to my blog yet at joshhayward.com, you can do that as well and join that discussion over there. And also, for those of you that are ready to make 2013 the best year of your life, really skyrocket to the next level, stop setting goals and just get results, you can get a free download of our Ultimate Action ebook, which shares 13 specific techniques for taking massive action on a continual basis to skyrocket your results to the next level. You can get that at truelifetraining.com. And also, for those of you that are in Canada, in Atlantic Canada, where our business is based right now, and want to come experience a live event, we've got a 3-hour breakthrough event called Exponential Success coming up. We run it all year round, so you can go to exponentialsuccess.com, spelled with an X, to register for our next event coming up in a city near you, where you can come and learn to identify the blocks and challenges that have been holding you back in the past, break through them so you can live into your full potential, start taking massive action, and get the results that you truly desire and deserve. So check out the blog at joshhayward.com. You can get a download of the Ultimate Action ebook at truelifetraining.com, and you can register for our next live event, 3-hour breakthrough event, Exponential Success, at exponentialsuccess.com. So post a comment or question below. I'll respond to you personally, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.